Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. So, in some of the other videos we've been looking at basically making lists around a specific character, specific crew member, and this time we're going to do something similar to that, but we're actually going to go all in on Extilior. So we've built an Extilior list before, which is absolutely something that everyone's going to be looking through at some point, but what I want to do is I want to focus on making Extilior the sole, consistent source of damage throughout the game. So I've had a few ideas on this already, and it's going to be something that's it's got a lot of interesting parts to it. So the first thing we're going to look at is anything that pumps him up. So Amplify Vital to give him more attack. We're going to get Drum Dancer Tlali wherever she's turned up to. There we are. Oh, I think we're back to alphabetical. So we're going. I can never decide if I like Syndicost or alphabetical. I think as I'm getting used to it, I prefer Syndicost, but in general, alphabetical is useful. So let's just work our way through the list here. So Fate Twister Tantus is what I'm considering. Choose a unit. If it's friendly, it will next attack hits. If it's enemy, it's the next one to miss. But this is more good in ranged, but it is good for protecting Extilior, so I'm considering that. Stitching McPatchy's in. We're going to bring in Crankbait as a sort of way of bringing things together. We're going to look at putting in Snaring and Jailbreak as well to begin with, because they're sort of things that basically get Extilior into range, which is absolutely fine. And then on that similar note, we're going to go with Quetzali. We're going to avoid our usual things like Switchback here, because we're not here to try and play the Switchback game. We're here to try and win slowly, or not slowly, but win with the Extilior combos and that sort of thing. Tona Mystic Manteo's in here just to keep him alive a little bit longer, same as Stitchy McPatchy. Torian Guardian is in for the same reason. Now, here's one of the things that we're looking at. So obviously I can change some of these up. I'm not completely sold on all of these. There's a lot of variety, a lot of things I might look at doing. So Quetzali I just really like as a sort of alternative to Crankbait and just getting things into range. One of the things I want to look at doing here is maybe consider Peacemaker Balam. So I've never used him before. I'm not quite sure how the interaction... The question I've got is when we stun all the crew, obviously it stuns our crew as well, so it's not good if we have already got Extilior into range. However, my assumption is it stuns him and the others, and then the next turn he can use that ability again, so every turn we're just stunning everything in range. I don't know if it needs line of sight, I don't know if it's just an AoE, but that's something I think could be quite interesting on this run. Looking around at the other options, Savria Safeguard's one I'd quite like to have in here as well, because Savria is just another way of keeping our captain alive. Chuck and Co is less useful because he's throwing people away, we want him to come close. Scattervine's fun, Rickety Backfire, but honestly, looking at all of this, I'm going to start with Peacemaker Balam, because we've not tried it, and then let's see if we can do one more change. So, Amplifier Vital is going to be reasonably useful, because if we look at this, we've got 3 units that don't have attack values, which is fine, but most of the others do, and to be honest, we're probably going to need a little bit of extra damage output, which is why I think Vital's probably quite useful in this sort of situation. It could be Stitchy McPatchy, was one that we swap out here. So I was considering also the Defense Dome. So Defense Dome to reduce the damage, and also Savria Safeguard. I think we want Savria. I'm going to try Savria instead of Stitchy McPatchy. My thought for that is essentially we've got the choice between one. So here's the thing. So we've got 1 Cinder to reduce the next damage to 0, or we've got 2 Cinder to restore 3 health. I kind of want both, but I'm not sure what else I'd be wanting to remove instead. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Jailbreak is just a bit too slow, but or maybe Snarling. Snarling works from a distance as a thing. But if we've got from a distance, then Crankbait works. You know what? Let's remove our crutch. I love Snarling, but I think maybe it's time to take Snarling out of here. And then, I mean, we could go Mequani Thicket. Mequani Thicket does help sort of, pull things in a little, but let's go with Stitchy McPatchy. Let's go for the cheaper roster. So we've got a few cheaper units here, and let's see what we want to do over here. I think we're going to randomize it this time. Oh, we got the we've got new shape as well. So one thing you may notice is that I've got quite a few more rewards from the last time we played the game. That is because I've been trying to work through all of my cargo run tickets. So I've been chonking my way through them. I've got about 6 left now, and I've been just rushing through them as much as I can, trying to get some credits while they still exist. We don't know what the outcome's going to be, so what the new system's going to be yet, but it's worth sort of keeping an eye on it, and just trying to sort of consider that we might have to go for, like, we might not be getting the rewards anymore. So I want to try and make sure we can keep that going. Get as many blanks as possible. Right, this is a reasonable looking banner. This is a reasonable looking roster. And I think we have some fun. So, oh, we didn't name it. We need to name this completely. So, let's go Full X Focus. That's going to be my name for this, because everything here is focusing on Extilior. So, we are trying to work out a few lists that are going to be... Oh wow, I'm just noticing things in the game I've never even noticed before, but we're trying to work out a few lists that basically focus on one character and one character alone. So we had a really fun one with Tipu. We got Tipu up to, I think it was 7 attack at one point, which is pretty good. And at that point, I think our opponent realised that, given that Tipu hadn't taken any damage, I don't think anything was going to happen there. So it's Extilior versus Extilior. We've got a Crankbait, which is nice. Ooh, Reinforce and Vortex seems perfect for us here. Corrosive also seems good with the Nano Shield, but you know what? Corrosive and Nano Shield works so good with what we're trying to do, just focus on Extilior. So giving him invulnerable, that's what we're going to do. Not because I think it's the best option, but because I think it's the one that works with what we're doing. So here we're just going to play nothing turn 1 and save up for our Crankbait.
Actions
and I'm wondering what they're doing. So they're account level 0, so we are going to have probably a little bit more experience than they are. You can also just say,
let us keep this civilized.
There we go. Our lovely little death bot here. So it is their turn. Oh, no, it's our turn. Okay. I just assumed that this one was me for some reason. I don't know why. It was just because it was on the left. I was just like, oh yeah, that'll be me. Absolutely not. Turns out blue and red, different sides of the equation. So I'm kind of hoping... Have I got Plink? Plink's an inconvenience, but I love the fish. Is that a... is it the biter from Subnautica? Okay, so what we want to do is stay just out of range of his abilities. And play our Crankbait, say, up here. So we're not going to have enough for everything next turn, but that does mean that next turn we've got enough for our spin and the activation of Crankbait, with the following turn being able to play Savria. So I think this works out well in terms of Cinder Curve. They've got Stowaway, so they've got a more powerful ability than we do, which is absolutely fine. It's just the way it is. Plinking us again.
That is wise.
I'm trying to decide whether we do go all in and you start attacking or not, because we've got an extra model, but I'm not convinced yet. Okay.
This is my jam.
So if they haven't played anything, then I think we do. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Corrosive here, because this turn that works out as 3 extra damage. Because we're going to be attacking with Crankbait, we're going to be attacking with Extilior, and we're going to be spinning as well. Oh no, does the sword get both? It does. Is this worth it? Let's just do it. We're not here to try and we're not here to try and take it easy. They can kill our Crankbait, but they're down to 11 already. So they've got a lot of Cinder. They can play something big here. But with us having Savria coming next... Ooh, Tipu. Interesting. So, if they obviously going to Plink, yeah. If I were them, I'd be considering Plinking themselves. What I am going to do is actually going to leave Tipu alone. I think maybe just even push... oh, well, actually, no. I'm probably going to have to run away with Crankbait, actually. Yeah, Crankbait's... Oh, Crankbait's just dead. Of course. But yeah, why wouldn't it be dead? So now this is awkward for us, because we don't have the same firepower. But we do have Nano Shield. I think the Nano Shield might do this. Right, I'm just going to go for it.
Be brave.
So So Sword of Justice everything.
Do what I must.
Melee.
An arrow.
Take nothing in return. Again, we're not quite going to be able to do to save ourselves essentially. So I've only got 7 next turn. So I actually think we just end it here because I want to save that extra mana for potentially Tone and Mystic Manteo to bring ourselves back from the old brink here. Yeah, so this blink is absolutely correct. I don't think they've got anything else to do here. They're just going to reinforce, maybe play another character. That was a mistake. Because now we can just kill Tipu next turn. I mean, that's absolutely what we're going to do. We're going to play Tona Mystic Manteo and kill Tipu. And Tona's probably just going to have to be blocking something. So, yeah, if something comes over here, Tona's going to go in this gap here.
I could hide in
Oh
that
yeah,
corner.
that's fine. See, they've done that in the wrong order, which is just a sign of sort of someone who's not had quite as much practice, but that's absolutely fine. We could go Salvria and just put a little bit of pressure on, but
Calculate or contemplate.
I think this is the right choice here.
So deadly.
Actually, we've got them down to 4. They can't... No, we have to kill Tipu. I think it's greedy not to. And then... I mean, we could also just play Savria Safeguard and almost guarantee some safe next turn, but they've only got Plink and Stowaway, so they can go up to 5, so they can't actually stop us here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to place right here, reduce the range over that way. So they shouldn't have enough to kill us, it's very unlikely to, and we've got enough with Extilior just to kill them next turn, so they can't move away, they're just dead here. I'm trying to think, like, an Ursic's Neck Divine could save them? That would work, because then it's at the end of the turn. They could get out of range of our gut, but then no, we've got Corrosive. I think we've probably got this here. Ooh, Jailbreak. And is he... But he's trapped, so this doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't work because they're trapped. We've got our movement in position. Oh no, they can move. Ooh, if they can move out. I thought they couldn't move. No, but they can. So they're going to run away here. Interesting, okay. So it's not over yet. And then...
Intriguing design.
If they don't leave, that's a mistake. They need to move. Well yeah, that's just game then. Because we just Corrosive here. If they'd have just moved up here, we'd have lost. Sword of Justice. Get our melee attack in. I think we could have lost that game. I think it's not guaranteed, it's not necessarily likely, but we could have lost that. Okay, so we're doing well. Getting a bit of Extilior XP. Nearly leveled up Stitchy McPatchy to level 2. Okay, well that went well. We got an account level. Okay, so far that's gone about as well as we hoped it would. What I was going to say, I didn't even realise that there was a private game mode here. So you can actually just play against who you wanted. I've never even spotted that before. So I can actually arrange to play games with my friends. I was wondering how the tournament was being arranged. I thought there must have been some sort of matchmaking, but for anyone that doesn't know, in the Discord there is a tournament that's been arranged for last week and this week. If I didn't have outside of this commitments, I would absolutely be taking part in both. Unfortunately, I didn't know about the first one until after the fact. Ooh, is this going to be day 9 or something? Because day 9 was doing hot splashes, but I think it's... Ooh, Taurian Guardian, my favourite. If this is day 9, I'm actually going to be so happy, because I love playing against streamers. Okay, so we've got Cinder Infusion and Corrosive Particles seem crazy good here. Yeah, we're going to take that. They're one of the best ones there is. So they haven't got a name, they've got the frog cover, and they've got day 9's sort of hot splash. Actually, no, they've got too many colours. Day 9's on wasn't that many colours. So I don't think we're against day 9. We're just against Zax Jakar. So I'm curious as to how this is going to work versus Zax, because Zax has a really good time versus Extilior, largely because he can just knock us back constantly. Is this going to be a mine? I'm fine with him placing mines. I don't care about the mines at all. If he wants to waste his Cinder on that. So, I think we placed Slali maybe here. because of where they can get to it either way. Let's place Extilior up here.
Tona, drums inside us.
Then if we've got a 2-drop, we do not. We could have saved up for Crankbait, but I think that's better on a future turn. I still really love our Taurian Guardian. Look at this. I've just recently learned about the control button, but so we've got like a Pride Zax here, which is actually awesome. It looks like they've just airbrushed between the different layers. I love it. Beautiful. There's some really amazing artists on the Discord as well. So there's Robobin, who won the initial competition with their Stitchy McPatchy. It's creating a beautiful Zax. It looks incredible. So I can't wait to see that when it's finished. Okay, so we've got Beatrice. That's fine. Is Zax coming over as well? Okay, the miss is good. We're fine with the miss. Okay, so we don't have anything here as the issue.
I forget nothing.
Focus.
We can actually just battle frenzy ourselves and just go for a couple of hits here. Oh, I forgot she has armor. Oh, that was bad in that case. We've just basically given up too early for no reason. That's pretty awkward. Because if Zax can get the hit here, that's pretty bad. Because
what is this armor made of?
I've not seen Beatrice's ability actually go off that often.
Surprise! I know.
That's fine. I will run around that. I don't know if I don't think she can get into the line to get us. But that's fine. Oh, the crit as well. Brutal. So we've got 3 next turn, which means we can play Crankbait, but I honestly don't think Crankbait does much here. I think we'd probably rather just stand in the middle here and spin. Deals 2 damage here, following... Oh no, because we can Corrosive. And Centrifusion. Okay, no, this is good. Because we can actually do a couple of things. Is that Rickety Back... Who runs Rickety Backfire? Because this is 2 Cinders. This puts us up to 5. Save 1 to next turn.
Calculate or contemplate.
So I think we're still planning on doing this. Yeah, I think this is right to get 3 damage here. Sword of Justice. We'll Cinder Infusion just every turn we can, because this then saves over to the next turn. And then I think we just... I think crankbaiting over here is probably right. They can Rickety Backfire it, and they can basically gang up on Crankbait, but that's not what we're worried about here. What we're also going to be doing next turn is probably playing Taurian Guardian. Oh, is this Medical Recall? Nano Shield. Okay. I'm right with Nano Shield. I like it they've gone for the same colour scheme on everything. This is very Day 9-esque, unless he's gone for a different colour scheme for a second list. That's fine. Look at that. Beautiful. I really like the model of Beatrice. Like, she's not something that I found particularly interesting as a character yet, but the model's gorgeous. So this appears to be some sort of AoE list. Because if we think about it so far, we've seen Rickety Backfire, Beatrice, and then Zax, who's got the Gravity Well. So overall...
What's the rush?
Sure. I mean, you might as well do this while you hit yourself. Yep, that's what we thought. Oh wait, can it hit someone twice? Oh, so it can hit the same unit twice. I've never figured that out until now.
Pushy, pushy.
So what we might actually do is move Crankbait down, pull Beatrice out of the way, move Extilior here and go for a spin. But I think we've probably pushed the boat a little too far. Oh no, we can't spin because we need Taurian Guardian. So, see the line.
I am in control.
So, this is the obvious choice here, is just punch this, make Beatrice have to move slightly to get in melee range. We're going to bring Taurian Guardian in here, I say. Actually, bring it in here, so then it's really hard for them to actually get a line up with Beatrice as well. And then, I guess because it's melee versus range, we just stay away from the mine, stay back here, and just punch Zax. So we're not doing too bad, we're low on health, but we're winning in board position. And we've got Taurian Guardian now. What we're going to be looking for is something like Tona Mystic Manteo, or Stitchy McPatchy, so we're going to start probably drawing cards fairly soon, or drawing units. We're most likely going to be taking one turn before we do so, because we want to play down Jailbreak. But, like, for instance... Okay, Mequani Thicket is an issue, but they've made this issue themselves. So, Beatrice can't even attack without getting killed in return. So I wouldn't be surprised if Beatrice just runs away. If she attacks Taurian Guardian and it's a miss, that's a huge swing in our favour. What's this going to be? Oh, so have they got the medical recall then? Because we haven't seen their other ability. It could be the orbital strike, but if it's orbital, you just play it down here, get these two. Oh, these... We're getting hit every time. I mean, this is going to be the interesting part here.
I was being timed?
I think they don't attack. Yeah, not attacking I think was correct there. So I think what we do is we send Extilior to... Oh no, because it reduces it by 1.
Both ends are pointy.
So I do actually think in that case... Can Extilior fit? Not quite. He's not going to be able to get in range anyway. What about Crankbait? So I think we just attack here, kill Beatrice, get these buffs going.
Out of here.
We can move over here. And then I actually think we jailbreak. No, let's attack here. Move to, say, here. We could so we can jailbreak. I think that's probably the right call to do so. Lock him up. We've got one Cinder left, so I think we just Shield of Hope ourselves because we are getting low. The Quiny Thicket probably can't do anything, which is good, and we're trapping in Zax. So this is basically almost the situation we want to be in, but we're a bit lower than we'd want to be. So next turn we're going to be adding crew to the bridge. I don't know, I think they can pull something into the mine, that's fine. Mequani Thicket's going to be an issue, but it's not going to be insurmountable. Yeah, hits both anyway. And then they need to move. Yeah, to hit it. And then they can move with Zax. And we have got our corrosive particles next turn, so we can do a lot of damage. They are going to move over here, but that's fine. We've got Crankbait to just move that wherever we want it to. Taurian Guardian still here. So we've got, at the moment, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Need a moment to take all this in.
So that's pretty good going.
Clear mind.
Now that is Antios Gauntlet. Disrupt. Their other one was Disruptor Beam after all that. That's really not as impactful as I thought it was going to be, whatever they chose.
Where's the cutie with the flamethrower?
So I think here... just going to move to here. Grappling Chain.
Calculate or contemplate.
And then I think we actually just corrosive all of these.
I make it so.
And honestly, I think we just go to trap him again. And
Could we throw the
smack him
single
as hard
atom?
as we can. So, melee here.
Your thoughts
Get a big crit.
breed corruption.
Melee here. Maybe this is a mistake putting him this side actually, but we can gain 1 health here. We can reinforce. And see who can play Savria's Safeguard. Excellent. So, in case they pull someone out, we kind of just want an extra level of trapping them in.
I am warning you.
So I'm actually going to put this like... how much does it cost? 4. Okay, so we're actually not going to do that,
I forget.
because as it stands at the moment, they can kill Extilior, and I think it's better to just play it safe. So they can pull him out, but they can't kill him now, and we in theory should be able to kill Zax on the backswing. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. So this is why we put 2 of these on Extilior. So even if they pump it up, they get a bunch of attack.
Insults living.
That only goes down to 2, which takes us to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6, sorry, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we go down to 2. Which is exactly what we want here. Zax can attack, and I think we've pretty much got this now. I don't even know if we can lose, depending on what they play, obviously. Like a Toner Mystic Manteo doesn't heal them anything. They've got their... Is this... Oh, he's Gravity Field, so he's going to run. Of course he is.
Snuggle up.
But then we've got Crankbait, so no matter where he runs, we're probably alright. Yeah, that's fine if it's just there. If he blocks us with something, that's an
A
inconvenience.
fluke, Captain.
Ooh, interesting. That could do it.
Having the best time.
So what if...
Calculate or contemplate.
So here I think we can just... Sword of Justice.
For justice.
And then we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage onto him. So at this point it's almost better just to kill Makwani Thicket. And then move Savria up, not Savria, Torian Guardian and Crankbait up here.
Come closer. I won't bite. Perfect
That
form
melee attack
takes
off.
sweaty practice.
This melee attack off.
Actions cannot be undone.
We're going to move Extilior just over here. Play Savria Safeguard, blocking off the back there. And then once again we're just going to shield and hope Extilior, keep him as safe as possible. So that was good, they've got Disruptor and Invulnerable, so they have got another turn. But this is all irrelevant if they can actually just not play enough units to kill us. Because we can kill Antios Gauntlet, and we can probably kill whatever they play or pull it away with Crankbait. So they're obviously going to be putting Invulnerable here. At this point we're probably just also running away with Extilior and buffing himself, so... Pulling us together? That's fine. Go for it. Nano Shield, yep. Because Savria can just reduce damage on Extilior to 0 next turn and we can kill this.
Inner strength from outer strength.
Yeah, we don't get to attack back, so then you play your next unit. Yeah, that takes it to 0.
Systems.
Go on, they need to play another unit here, otherwise they have just absolutely lost. I mean, they've almost guaranteed lost anyway. They've reinforced, so their unit must not have been any use. They're trying to trap us in place. Okay. Detonia. Does Detonia do it?
I am in control.
Don't believe so. So we're going to Sword of Justice. First of all.
So deadly.
And I guess we just melee Detonia.
Safety's
We're gonna
no
bring-
accident.
Savria over here. And shield barrier this. In fact, just to be on the safe side, can we can't kill her, can we? So
Huh. Both ends are pointy.
maybe we just... I'm kind of deciding what to do here. I think this is important, because this could change something. Peacemaker Balam. So we're not going to get to use that, because it's not what we need here. But even something along the lines of maybe pulling Extilior away? Making them move towards us, or... Basically, one of the things I want to figure out is, can we get...
Many courses of action.
I think we just go up here, Grapple's axe.
Stay close to me. Perfect form
Oh,
takes
that
sweat
didn't
practice.
matter in the end anyway.
Be brave.
Shield of Hope myself. And honestly, move over here. Because this again makes it even harder for them to kill us.
Go right through me.
So this has taken a little bit longer to finish off than I thought, but this has been a really good game as well. And once again, Extilior is the focus of this list. As you can see, we've buffed him up a couple of times. He's reducing the damage on himself. He's done almost all of the damage to enemy units. This has been exactly what we hoped it would be. So this is, yep, reduced to 0. Again, with Crankbait, this is fine, reduced by 1. I don't think there's anything that they can play that can deal 4 damage this turn. We've also got Corrosive Particles and Cinder Infusion next turn, so we can play whatever we need to. Drum out to Tali, that's fine. So it's Corrosive all of them. Cinder Infusion. We'll move in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to
I am in control.
have a bit of fun. Take a hit, and then Sword of Justice through. Brilliant! Well, there we go. That was a really fun game. This list has actually worked really well. So, I think this is something I'm going to try and continue doing. Like, I've asked people in the Discord, you know, whether it's something they'd be interested in seeing. And I think I'm starting to like the idea of building lists around specific characters just for the fun of it and seeing what we get done. So, that's going to be the end of this video. So the list that we were looking at. So we had Jailbreak, Quetzali, Taurian Guardian. So the ones we got to play, we didn't see Quetzali, but Jailbreak was good, Taurian Guardian was always good. Tony Mystic Manteo was really useful in like sort of the situation we found ourselves in previously. We didn't get to use Peacemaker Malum. Baitol's maybe one of the cuts, but I still like the unit. Talali died very quickly because we're silly. Savria Safeguard, Crankbait, and Citrine Patchy. Savria was a big deal there. Savria plus the shield from Extilior is really, really good. Anyway, I've really enjoyed playing this. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it. If you've got any questions or anything you want to say, any improvements you think we can make to the list, please let me know in the comments. And then make sure you like and subscribe. I am gradually trying to build this up as quickly as I can, and I've been really, really enjoying this so far. So hopefully you have been too. We can keep making the content, release it on a daily basis, and other than that, have a good day.